evening, viewers. Day 5 News, presented by Martha Bragu Bidiaba. We began our virtual session with the family ministries led by Keski, and the topic discussed was misconception in relationship. It was made aware that miscommunication destroys relationship, so we should try and open up to other members and other members in the family or our relations. It was followed by
miscommunication. How do we communicate properly? How do we use communication to resolve our issues? What brings about miscommunication? And what are the factors involved in miscommunication?
There is a problem. Through good communication, we can still solve the problem and manage the problem so that it will appear as if nothing wrong had happened.
Okay.
So the opposite side.
It was followed by Children's Canal. This was led by Aunt Priscilla Van Steve. She based her discussion on Esther chapter 4, verse 16. She made it clear that Esther stood firm and fought for her people to win the king's favor. As individuals, wherever we find ourselves, in every situation, in every challenges, we should try as much as possible to fight for the Lord's cause. She also advised that as children.
Amen. And that's so onyamie. A very beautiful story for us to learn from. Enunti me pese obi yi nasum jai ne wuye bia na betna sukom na tie story nenne me wo ma wono, for we are going to tell other people of what we have tasted, and if we do not listen, we do not learn, we cannot go. It will be anye din na ontie me. What is he doing? She was shocked. Oh, he is covered with ashes.
Intermittently. Again, we had a gentleman by name Kweku Bona who helped us to know different books that contains a lot of health tips which could be good for our homes. This will help solve a lot of health problems in our homes.
Ye share books no bi e de ma afoforo eno eye kwan ba ko a ye fa so e kan nyamesem eno nti fa se wadwene mu se afi bia obeyen hyehyeye wan tumi anto books no kura na oto miensa anase enan wo fa ba ko na wo de miensa akɔkye wadofo se ne be ya obetumi aka nyamesem ama afoforo nso abete otwedi ampokwa me enkransem no se ye de no to nkyan a ye wo apomden books ahodo a eno nso so eboa yie wo share me book ye kuta me ya a healthy body otwerefo no Dr. Pamprona ono ene twereye na wo doctor bia.
In the evening, the Adventist Men Ministry took the fourth. This was led by Pastor Kefas Jemfi. He spoke on the purpose of the church. He stated that members need to demonstrate and reveal God's love and attitude to others. The church should make sure to improve the quality of members through the good relationship we have with God.
So there are many departments in this church, and this department can be classified into two. And the same membership-oriented department and then service-oriented department. The members-oriented department are the Adventist Men, Women's Ministry, the Youth and the Children.
God has a purpose for us, individuals in the church, and has a purpose for the church as well. So we should all find out our talents so that we will help build God's church. Prayer session continued, and it was led by Pastor Obed Obin, our district pastor. He quoted Job chapter 1, verse 8 to encourage members before prayer were led before God.
There be as if one auntie, me say, bro, something to be near also, you know. Esan said the last time I buy, you know, on say, Onyami at the fat pimye can wish ya. And I also a job on Quadia, and your job on Quadia, and it's a nano Yarian Kuno. And it's like Nano, a canon negotiate get choco to an yanchi one to mono. And it's one castle harnema or how Yamaniana beba. Now,
no matter the situation, no matter your challenges, bring your burdens before God, and He is the only answer or solution to your problems. Sermon continued, and our very own pastor, Pastor E.D. Puakwa, who had led us through this week, and today too he is going to continue, our president for Meridian Ghana Conference. He used or based his sermon on Joshua chapter 14, verse 6 to 13. The sermon was on Caleb. He made us aware that Caleb was a faithful servant to God, as the name implies. Caleb with Joshua stood firm, and he knew very well that no matter what, God is going to lead the Israelites to the promised land, which was Canaan. And whatever the Israelites said, Caleb didn't agree with them. He said he knew and he believed God would see his people through. And because of that, God made him live to see the promised land.
With Joshua and Caleb, their report was that there would be no way Israel could take over Canaan. Because the men on the land were great men. What even frightened them was the children of Anak.
Caleb stood the test of criticism from the Israelites, but he stood firm. He focused on God's plan for the Israelites, and lo and behold, God, as promised the Israelites, fulfilled the promise given. Today too, we're going to continue with day 6. All these things that we are doing, the virtual session, could be read or could be viewed on all our social handles. When you go to Madina District Facebook, Madina Central SDA Facebook and YouTube, Meridian Ghana Conference Facebook and YouTube, Madina East SDA Facebook, it's the Madina West SDA Facebook. You can view everything on all these virtual social media handles we've given out. Today too, stay tuned for day 6 session. Thank you.